Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to my channel and to a Punched Out Thursday to Die For with Kathy, Krista, myself, Dorothy, Rebecca, and Sonia. And we will all be using our dies or punches or both today for our layouts. And I'm going to scrap those two pictures of my grandsons, and I'm using some very old product. That one there, I showed the first one and I just kind of showed the cover of it, and it was mixed media. And this one has all kinds of punch out things, so I wanted to show them because I do plan on using a couple of them on my layout. I pulled what had been punched out and thought, well, if I don't find anything to use in that, I'll go back to the book. But I found stuff. And these two pages came out of that same book, but the rusty looking stuff came out of the mixed media one. And it's super thin paper. This is thicker paper. But the rusty looking paper, I did put cardstock behind it, glued it on just to make it a little bit thicker so it'd be easier to use. And I cut my gears out of that and the pipe. You see that pipe down there? That is from a card making die set for a masculine card, but I pulled it out and decided I was going to use it on my layouts today. I'm only doing one layout today. And that every day was in there. And so I'm going to use it on here, and I'm going to make the title, because I'm going to have Bollinger County on here too. And it's going to be big and bold, but I guess subtitle for this. Anyway, I wanted to use the everyday, so my subtitle says Everyday Life of a Mill Worker, 1900s. And I got that a little bit wrong. It was 1900s, but I was going to put 19th century because that mill was there over half a century. And I just put 1900 without thinking. It hit me just now when I was reading it. But it was still working in the 1900s, and it still works today. We toured it on a Sunday, so it didn't have the guided tour. We did self-guiding on it. But in the guiding tour, it actually grinds some corn meal so they can see a demonstration on how everything works. Only we didn't know that when we went on our tour. And I told the boys to go stand by something interesting, and they both stood by two different things. And Casey picked the one that he found really quick because he was practically there already. But it had a checkers on that barrel sitting next to him. He's the one in the yellow shirt. And then Jake picked the machine. I'm not sure what it was for, but there's plenty. Well, you can see that one big gear up there, or wheel. I'm not sure which one it is, but it was iron. It looked like iron. And so I am putting that one that looks the most like it. It's the biggest one. Below that picture to kind of maybe pull it out of the picture so you can actually see it. And then I'm going to scatter my gears everywhere else. Y'all know how much I like gears anyway. So I am going to scatter them around. And that rusty paper, oh, it is so pretty using the gears with it. And the thing is, I told you it's thin. I cut a piece to do the die cutting with. And then after I die cut it, realized that there was two sheets. So I had more than enough gears when I got done. But I'm happy with them. And I think every one of them went on the layout except a couple of pipes. I think there might have been a couple of pipes left. But I am just kind of scattering them around, working around the title, and making sure, that everything is clustered. I want it close enough that you can tell it's still part of the layout, but it's clustered. And here's the pipes. And the pipes are really cute, but they're kind of on the small side. And they work great for a card. But I thought, well, I'm just going to have that small area above the photo because I was trying to figure out how I was going to layer my two photos on here and still do something else. And my first instinct was put one on top of the other, but then I noticed that there was a big blank area in the photo where Jake's at. And I thought, well, he's kind of closer to the camera than Casey is, so I would put him towards the bottom of the layout and put Casey towards the top like he was farther away. And then I thought, well, there's going to be a gap there. Am I going to put my title there? And I thought of these pipes and I pulled them out and they work perfectly there. It's always kind of like doing a maze when I put them together. I'm not sure how they're going to work out. And I had this going the opposite way, tilting down in my head when I was doing it. You probably seen when I first started doing it, I laid them right on the paper, then I picked them up and assembled them. Well, this is not the way I had in my head to go because I forgot which direction the little faucet went. And I had to make sure it fit, so that's why it all got tilted to the left. And the faucet is actually on the pipes now. And then this round piece here that I'm just now put on there, it's like a turning off and on of the water, even though there is a faucet there. And there is a gauge that goes with it, but somehow or another I lost the center part of the gauge, which would be the like the dial looking thing, or measuring. And I didn't want to punch out another one, cut out another one. So I decided I would just leave it off. I would have normally put it at the top of that one pipe and had it there, but like I said, I lost part of it and decided I'd just go ahead and do without it. It looked fine the way it was. And I am going to add a couple of gears there and tuck under, and then I'm going to add a couple going off the page too, just so they'll seem more continuous. But while I'm adding these gears to my layout, I want to point out below that there are the links to the other gals that are doing the Punched Out Thursday to Die For. And I'm putting all the names, but I know a couple will be taking vacation, and I'm not sure when. And they won't be posting a layout. But yeah, I'll check them all out because they'll have a playlist or something of all their other Punched Out Thursdays. So if you don't get to watch one that they did today, you can always check out another one. These stickers here, I am not sure where I got them. I got them so very long ago. I cut off a piece that was measurements over there where you see the white. And I think I used a couple of X's. I think that's what I used. Maybe an X and a Y. Why, I don't know. Or maybe they fell off. But basically, it was still full when I started pulling these stickers off of here. But I wanted something that would go with the layout and be a little bit bolder and have Bollinger County on there. And they worked out really well. And I used my 1/8 inch corner rounder because I didn't want it too big of a rounded corner, but I didn't want it straight either. And I just used some of that green paper that I backed the photos with to back them with too. I did think about putting them straight on my layout, but I wanted something to distinguish them. They were too close to the same color as the wood grain in the background. I'm using a couple of more of the cutouts up there in the top right hand corner. One is just like a tag and it's got the slot in it, which I used down there at the bottom one. And so I'm just folding paper to go in it. Since the paper's white on the back side, I couldn't just fold it over and use it. So I had to fold over, cut and glue, and then tuck the other one under there. So on both of the tags, you could still see the banner that was folded there. And then that other one, I am not sure about it. It is so cute though. It looks like an old sign that's got rusted, but then it's got the slot in the middle with a circle right there. And maybe it was a tag or tab of some kind. But I liked it, so it went on the layout. And it's really close to the rusty color, but it has more of a yellow tinge to it. You can't really tell it in the screen here, but you can tell a little bit more on the actual layout. And it matches all this matches the colors in the photo so well. I was so glad I thought of it and pulled it out. But yeah, it's a it's really pretty, and both of them are. It's just that they're kind of on the thin side, but the one is thicker than the other. And I didn't back it and no cardstock because it was thick enough that I was okay with it. And yeah, I think I'm about done with my layout. I think I put that last one on there maybe, and then that will be it. But uh, yeah, that's what I am done. And my gears are scattered around there. And I do have some more pictures of this. I just wanted to do this one today. And as you can see, everything looks a bit on the rusty side because that paper was really, really realistic. And there's my Bollinger County. And I got my eye upside down somehow, but I have flipped it since then. So I did correct it. But yeah, that's it. That's my layout. Be sure to check out the other gals and see what they did. And if you leave a comment below, I'll try to get back with you. And if you like the video and hit a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe. And those of you already are, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a happy, scrappy week. Take care and stay safe. Bye.